what's up? Bob here. Welcome to the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. As you can see from the top of the video, I've been out looking for records. I did find some here locally and got some off of the internet, and we're going to get into them right now. I noticed Acoustic Sounds was running some deep discounts on some of their titles. And though I've been looking for an original pressing of this record, which I often see from say $20 to $30 depending on condition, when I saw it available for $9.95 on the Blue Note Classic Vinyl Series, I had no choice but to buy it. Yeah, that's right. Donald Byrd's Places and Spaces. This is a funky little record. We all know this record. Lots of vocals on this, so if you don't like vocals on your funk jazz records, don't get it. That said, at $10, this was a no-brainer. Iconic cover on that Blue Note label with the black B. Kevin Gray mastered, Donald Byrd on trumpet. This is a nice sounding record. It's nice to have it in mint condition. I paid a great price for it. Very, very nice. $10. As I attempted to achieve free shipping from Acoustic Sounds, I failed. I noticed this. From the live Phish on Long Play series, from the Magna Ball concert, third in the series, Tweezer and Prince Caspian. Both of these tunes have epic jams. Tweezer, one of the more iconic Phish songs. If you've never gotten into Phish, this is a great place to start. As you can see on the front, there's this cool looking Ferris wheel, which Phish oftentimes has these elaborate productions with their shows because they do have a traveling community, not unlike the Grateful Dead. But we have this Ferris wheel reminiscent piece of vinyl here. Pretty cool. Yeah, looks awesome on the turntable. This thing sounds great. Excellent performance. I've really been enjoying this series. I have the first two and I will get the fourth, which features Ghost. I love that. Yeah, very cool. I think I paid $8 or $9 for this. Great deal. I don't know what's going on with Acoustic Sounds, but that's okay. I'm just assuming we're in a slow period and they're blowing out some records. Let's just go with that. All right. Next, I was doing some shopping here locally, and here's a record I've passed on many times. Either price too high or the condition wasn't that great. And I saw this one for 20 bucks and thought, oh yeah, I'm going to grab that. Isaac Hayes, Black Moses. We all know this record because it folds out into various forms. Here we have Isaac, big gold chain on. Yeah, what do you think about that hip hop, guys? Isaac Hayes was wearing these big gold chains before you were ever even a thought. Yeah, eat shit. Look at him. This is the coolest dude. They let Isaac Hayes do whatever he wanted, okay? He's driving around in the big purple caddy. He's got gold chains on. I don't know how he was able to just have various tracks where he's just doing these long kind of monologues and nobody tried to reel him in a little bit like, hey Isaac, maybe you should stick to like the funky stuff. But whatever he was doing, it was working. This is a pretty great record. Really nice guitar work from Skip on here. Isaac, he's doing his things. It's funky. It's soulful. It is the follow-up to the Shaft record. This is the inner sleeve, just kind of looks like the actual jacket, but it's not. It's kind of hard to get it to fit into a outer, but I didn't have too hard of a time finding one. It is on this Enterprise label. It is on Dynaflex. You can feel it. It's very, very flexy. Sounds pretty good. I'm a big fan of Dynaflex records. Hey. But, yeah, this is really nice. For $20, it's nice to have in the collection, if even just for the jacket. It's sort of a Isaac Hayes collectible, if you're an Isaac Hayes fan. I was down at the bookstore here in town, and they've been kind of reorganizing the vinyl. There's some new people in there running the store. They have a bit of a different take on the vinyl records. They're more into, RPG role-playing games and Magic, the Gathering, tournaments and stuff like that. So they've kind of condensed the vinyl and they're trying to blow some of it out. Yeah, it works for me because I just bought this. Lou Reed's Rock and Roll Animal. Check out this price tag, $2.99. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I have a nice pressing of this. This one is very clean. I think this might sound better than the one I have. But at the very least, this is going to make for excellent trade fodder. At $2.99, I couldn't leave it behind. I just snatched it right up. Next, another Acoustic Sounds purchase. This one is from the Analog Productions series. To be specific, the Analog Productions Prestige series. One of the last titles that I had to have. I'm not saying I won't buy any more, but as for the ones that I had to have, this one was at the top of the list. I had missed it the first time, and when it came back in stock, I snatched it quick. Tommy Flanagan, Overseas, that's right. As you can see, it just says over, and then we have all these C's. That is pretty cool, right? It is on the Prestige Fireworks label. This is Prestige 7134, and boy, oh boy, this is Tommy's first record as a leader. It was recorded overseas, and it's a trio record. It's essentially Tommy, Wilbur Little, and Elvin Jones. Now, let me tell you what. Elvin Jones is playing so vibey on here. He's mostly playing with brushes, but the drums are recorded very well. It sounds great, and they are playing off each other very nicely. This is a beautiful sounding record. Now, I did listen to it 3 times in a row the other night, and on the third time, I went to put it away and kind of frisbeed it to the back of the thorns there, and put a few little light scratches on the on the first track, right as the first track begins during that epic, iconic intro. There's 3 very slight clicks now, and it's really painful for me to talk about. That said, this is a beautiful sounding record. Elvin Jones plays magnificently. Tommy Flanagan, beautiful, beautiful piano. I was down at Matt Anthony's record store. That's a popular record store in town. Matt Anthony, he's a well-known DJ on the radio here, and he also owns a record store. And I was digging around in the crates, and I saw this for $30. Maybe a little high. I don't know. But I thought, yeah, I'm going to grab that. It is a title that has been missing from my collection. Sorely missing from my collection, to be perfectly honest. And when I saw it, I had to grab it. Bit of a reissue here. Blue Note, number 4001, one of the first in the 4000 series, Nuke's Time, Sonny Rollins. Yeah, that's right. If you watch my channel at all, you know I'm a huge Sonny Rollins fan. He might be my favorite saxophone player. Now, this is a fantastic record. I will tell you right away that it is on the blue label with the black bead, so it's a little later. But here's the deal with this record. I don't know if there's a problem with the tape or Blue Note's just dragging their feet. Maybe it will come out as a Blue Note Classic Series or a Tone Poet at some point. Hard to say, I would imagine. But for now, this one will work for me. This is very clean, plays great, sounds incredible. But the music on here is fantastic. This is probably one of Sonny's best records. I think it's his 3rd or 4th record on Blue Note, and it's really good. Sonny and Philly Joe are playing off each other fantastically. They have a duet on here. It's just sax and drums. You know, Sonny likes to do that quite a bit. He keeps it pretty pretty sparse at times. On this record is Sonny Rollins on tenor sax, Wynton Kelly on piano, Doug Watkins on bass, and Philly Joe on the drums, right? Now, Philly Joe is kind of an epic character in the jazz world. Played on a lot of early iconic jazz recordings and, you know, kind of a notorious criminal and heroin addict. Of course, when he was in Miles Davis's band, they were all heroin addicts. Miles, Coltrane, uh, even Bill Evans, obviously Bill Evans, and Philly Joe for sure. You know, Philly Joe played a big ride cymbal, kind of like this one, right? Here's a K Constantinople that hangs around here quite a bit. Beautiful cymbal, right? Philly Joe played an old K like this and had a big kind of moon shape cut out of the side of it right here, right? The ride cymbal plays a huge role in jazz music, right? And I have a particular interest in the ride cymbals of the great jazz drummers. You know, you have different ones. The most famous being the Nefertiti ride, obviously, right? But then you have the crystal ride, the flat ride, Philly Joe's ride. So the K Constantinople is like a modern cymbal that they make sort of like the old ones, right? That one's getting kind of old, but it's more of a modern cymbal compared to, say, those old cymbals, which are now 60 to 70 years old. So, I digress. Philly Joe, Sonny Rollins, really going at it. Nuke's time. Nuke is Sonny Rollins' nickname from the period. He was a Dodgers fan, and I believe they had a pitcher with the last name of Newcomb. And for whatever reason, they started calling Sonny Nuke. So, very cool record. $30. You know, I would have been happier at $25 probably. But, you know, what's $5 give or take? In 2 weeks, I won't even remember I did it. That said, snatch this up quick, and I'm really happy with it. You know, Liberty did some really nice pressings of these records. Anyway, all right. I got records everywhere right now, but pretty good stack this week. Not bad. I will link to that Philly Joe Jones cymbal video for you, just so that you can see what the heck I'm talking about. Until we meet again, that's right, folks. Bob out.